see from my compatriot, I guess you're technically not a compatriot because you're from Canada, but my colleague, my friend, my co-anchor, Templar 10 over there, he's not in his current home setup. He's currently mobile. He's on assignment. Templar, when last we saw you, we were rating action stars, and we got a good list out there. We got the greatest action star of all time. You can go and watch that. That link will be below, either in the playlist below, or I can link it in the show notes. But Templar, you are actually on the road right now. Can you explain what is happening? And you don't have to give us your coordinates or anything, but like what you're doing right now.
Sure. I mean, I'm just visiting with some family. My wife and I live. I mean, I can be generous. We live like a couple hours away from Ottawa, Ontario, which is the capital of Canada. For people who don't know, it's not Toronto or Toronto.
Toronto,
for some, which is not the capital.
No.
So we live there. It's an area that gets a lot of snow, and there's a lot of salt on the roads in the winter, which is something that I'm sure Chino knows. But living in Florida would not be. It's not something you have to contend with. You have different things to contend with, like hurricanes and.
Speaking of, we have one rolling through tomorrow. So
of course,
thanks for Florida.
Jeez. So any friends listening to this in the Midwest will be very well acquainted with all the salt on the roads and what that does to vehicles. So I'm visiting the Windsor, Ontario area, which is right across the river from Detroit. Because I have some family in the area, and we purchased a vehicle, and we if we're looking for anything, we look in this area because they don't tend to get a lot of snow. The salt, there isn't so much salt, and so they don't tend to have as much rust. And we found a nice older pickup truck that I'm picking up, and I'm going to be driving back up home tomorrow. But yeah, nice time visit with some family and pick that up, and then we'll be back in my usual setup for next week.
Have you met the truck? Have you driven the truck yet?
Yeah, I drove it. So there's some positives and some negatives. It's a 2005. It only has 65 or 66,000 kilometers on it, though. So it's 20 years old, but there's almost no rust, and in miles, that's like 40,000 miles or something. I was
literally switching over to Google to do the.
I think it's 1.6. A mile is 1.6 kilometers, so it's probably like 40,000 miles.
Yeah, 41-ish.
Yeah. So for 2005, that's pretty good.
Really
very, very, very little rust on it. I wish it was 4-wheel drive. It's not, which is not the end of the world. Basically, the guy who bought it, my impression of him is especially with an F-150, he had a list of probably 3 pages worth of options, and he just said, "Nah, I'm good," and then just moved on. So it's pretty much bare bones. It's about as bare bones as you're gonna get. But hey, man, if we needed a truck for our area and just for trailering and to do whatever odds and ends, we needed a truck, and we found one in good condition, so it'll work for what we need. So hey,
well, congratulations.
Thankful.
Congratulations on your new steed that you're going to be driving home.
Thank you.
Today, however, and the reason I'm bringing that up is today he does not have a candle, a leather and coffee candle or whatever it was last time.
That's true.
Which is fine. He's got a Gatorade Zero, which lends itself to what we're going to be talking about today. Last time, again, you heard us figure out the GOAT of action stars. We're in GOAT summer. I think I like GOAT summer. Personally, it feels interesting to me. In GOAT Summer here at the Roundtable, we decided to figure out and accurately rate the greatest snack food of all time. Now, this could be contentious, and I understand. You might come at us with the how could you forget the artisanal chocolate cookie wafer from the Cracker Barrel just up the road. Why is that not on your list? And to that, I would say, number one, I'm sorry, but number 2, you're stupid. This is kind of a general representation of all snack foods, at least here in the United States and up into Canada. For those of our friends that are watching from across the pond and in other parts of the country, we were over in London, and it was shocking the amount of different snack foods they have over there, and yet most of them share the same sort of colors on their package. And their names might be something different, but their Lays are called Clancy's. The exact same package, exact same everything, exact same look, exact same feel, a little bit of a smaller bag, but it's called Clancy's. And you know why? They're from the same factory. That's how this works overseas. So we're doing North American foods today, and I think we're going to start from the bottom. We have a couple of interesting ones here, and we are rating, of course, on our scale S, A, B, C, and butt. B is the solid middle of the road, 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Butt is the thing that pretty self-explanatory. Are those that you can really get at, and then S is like the top, and then at the end of that, we are going to rate. Hopefully, if we can get there, we're going to try to rate the greatest of all time, and I will add a category above this. Sound good, Templar? Anything to add before we take a stab at this?
No, let's do it.
Okay, let's start from the very bottom then. We have Grandma's Werther's Original. This was a late addition to our snacks, and I would immediately put this in the butt tier. I don't know about you, but this just smells like mothballs to me.
No, nostalgia, no. There's no it's just kind of comforting. Like that, just like it's been sitting out a little bit too long.
It comes from a pocket.
It's got some lint on it. It's not even in a packaging, just raw dogging that thing. I think there's something to be said.
I'm fine putting it in C, just simply because you said raw dogging the Werther's.
Hey man, if you've never had some Werther's Original with some lint, have you lived?
Oh no, it's true. It's what's the old saying? You're gonna eat like a pound of dirt before you die. I think that's part of it. You're gonna eat a pound of lint before you die. Okay, I'm fine with C. How does C feel for Werther's?
That's fine. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say it can't be at the absolute bottom. I think there's something, and jokes aside, I think actual fresh Werther's or Werther's Original, they're nice. They ain't blowing your socks off, but it's fine. I'm not having a bad time if I have one.
It's something to do.
I'm gonna go seek it out. Yeah, it's fine.
It's something to pass the time. Well, speaking of something to do, what about digestives? Now, these are the most of the time you do see these across the pond. Although I'm assuming they're probably bigger in Canada than they are in Florida, at least. But the digestive biscuits, these are kind of your coffee biscuits. These are the things. Sometimes they have chocolate around them. Sometimes they are just the standard kind of wafer. I would also put this in the C category just because I think there are better cookies on this list. What say you?
Yeah, so this is the first one that's going to raise a question that's going to apply to multiple others. Is in the consideration, are we taking these on their own, or are we taking these on how they are often enjoyed? Because this is going to become very relevant when we get to something like Oreos.
Yep.
Which is are we considering
with the milk
these things just on their own, or are we considering them how they are often consumed? Which for a digestive is probably maybe with tea, maybe with coffee. You dip that sucker in a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. For me, it ain't bad.
It's not bad.
On its own, they're fine. I agree. It's probably C tier. The chocolate ones obviously get a little bit of a bump. So it depends, because if it's with something with a coffee, to me it's like a B tier. On its own, it's probably top. It's probably above Werther's in C. I think that's a consideration we have to make now because it's going to come up.
Yeah. Okay. So I think with the snack food, snacks are usually enjoyed at a certain time, and so I think it's a holistic process. So if that's the case, then the digestive would be, you're enjoying the digestive with a coffee. And so in that case, I'm fine putting in a B because I agree. It's not like a strip. Have you ever had a strip waffle before? Like the little honey ones? They're
No, I don't think so.
strip waffles are good. Strip waffle. They sell them at Starbucks, but they're like from Belgium or wherever, I don't know. But they're like digestives, but they're very thin and they have kind of a honey taste. But you dip that sucker in a cup of coffee. Oh boy, that's good. Same thing with the digestive. You dip it, and you get kind of crumblies in your coffee. It's real good. Real good
stuff.
What about the wine gum then? We typically know them in the United States as pastilles. I use pastilles for when my throat is real sore and I have to go sing in like 20 or 30 minutes. I put one of these, and you can't have cough drops because cough drops, like, they numb your throat out, and that's not good for singing because you need to be able to modulate and so you don't scratch your vocal cords and eventually get polyps. So I'll throw a couple of black elderberry pastilles in there. I don't typically they don't typically give me good feelings. But I also wouldn't put them in butt tier. I'd put them probably squarely in the C tier.
Yeah, I love wine gums. I mean, assuming they're the same thing, I don't know. Like, wine gums for me are like, they're my favorite gummy thing.
Really?
So, yeah, I would have them over anything. The only downside of them is that they can be a little on the tough side, which is almost good because it puts in a sort of natural limiter. So, like, if my jaw starts to get sore, I can only have so many of them.
That's when they turn into the throat lozenge, though.
That's if you're chewing on them. Yeah, exactly. If you're using it as like a lozenge and that's your context for it, I understand your placement. For me, they're like, can I say they're S? I don't know. For me, it's probably like an A. Yeah, I love wine gums. They're my favorite gummy. I like gummy snacks a lot. I avoid them generally now because they're just like sugar. But like, sure. I really like wine gums a lot, and I never used them in that context. I've always just had them they're actually often something I've had when I was sick because it's usually something I could kind of keep down.
Yeah.
Like, so if I just want like something kind of sweet and if I like am ill, then I would have them and they'd be kind of nice because, you know, they wouldn't be coming back on me. And I would have them in other contexts too. Sure. I'm just saying that was one. So for me, they're probably like an A. So if we can split the difference and put them in B, then I'm happy.
Perfectly fine with that. That. I like our list so far. What about the good old Ritz cracker? This is just the straight up buttery Ritz cracker. One. Yeah, just the
like
original.
An A. I don't know if it's an S for me, but they're good, man. Like, I don't need anything on that.
Nope.
Like just that buttery texture, flavor is really nice. And I mean, obviously you can throw all sorts of things on it and it's great, but even on its own, that's like a nice snack. I like that for me, that's like an A. I really enjoy those.
I would agree with an A. Two quick pointers about the Ritz. Number one, we used to buy a lot of Ritz growing up, and my dad would always grab a couple, and he would do this thing where he'd like put it in his mouth, and he would like go around in a circle. He would like put it in a circle in his mouth, and he would like take his bottom teeth and like carve a pattern into it, and then he'd pull it out, and so he'd have like just a donut of like a Ritz, and then it would just be edged out around the whole thing. And I never could figure out how he did that until I got older and got a bigger mouth. Number one. Number two, my favorite way to enjoy a Ritz, yes, just the straight up butter, but when you're at like a charcuterie party, or when you're at like somebody puts out hors d'oeuvres or something before a cookout, and you've got that spinach and artichoke dip, and you throw some Ritz crackers up in there. Oh my goodness, dude, that is a top tier. Or like, maybe we should do an hors d'oeuvres list, because I think that and like the little pigs in a blanket, I think are S tier. Yeah,
I agree.
What about straight up cocktail peanuts? Just that we're talking your everyday. Just
like salted, roasted peanuts. Yeah.
Yep. Bowl of nuts.
I like them. I'm not sure if I'm like, it's probably B tier for me because I think they're good and like I enjoy them. There's a limit on it, which I mean, maybe that's a good thing, because like it's not something where I can just have that many, because then it starts to get like the salt really starts to get kind of overwhelming and whatever. Yeah. So for me, it's probably in the B tier somewhere. I enjoy them. They're not like top for me. Nuts as a snack in general are not my thing necessarily. I like some roasted almonds and that, but it's not my favorite.
I can go. See, I coming up on the list, I have trail mix, and I have a hot take about trail mix. But I would personally say just a bowl full of peanuts is probably a C, because the way you enjoy them usually is when in a big group of people and they're all reaching their grubby hands into a bowl of peanuts. And
it's not great.
No, it's not great, man. And so that's why I would just throw the simple peanut. Now, if we're, I'm going to throw it in C. We can reorder these if we need to later. Now, if we're talking like shelled peanuts, that's a different story, because you're at the ballpark or you're at the hockey game and you're just or you're at the Cody's Roadhouse or whatever, and you're just wailing through just a bunch of peanuts. And, it's the experience of the cracking the shell and throwing the thing down, and half of them you have to throw out because you cracked through too much and the peanut falls onto the ground somewhere. So you okay with C there?
Yeah, that's good for me. That's not one I care enough to fight for.
What about Starburst then? So you talked about gummy. This is technically not a gummy. This is more of a hard candy. I don't know what it is.
It's Starburst is a kind of interesting. I'm a big Starburst guy.
Okay.
Maybe because it's sort of gummy adjacent, and you can kind of. I like gummy stuff. I like being able to kind of chew on the candy, and you can do that with Starburst, but you can also kind of like have it like a lozenge and just kind of like work your way through it slowly if you want to, which is nice. It's between S and A for me. I like Starburst a lot. So I'm kind of fine with either.
Yeah, I'm fine with A for this one. Starburst. The problem with Starburst is that when they get a little too melted and you have trouble peeling the wax paper off, then it gets a little interesting.
It's not great. Yeah.
No, it's not great. And we can bump these later.
If we're just talking red Starburst, that's my yes, man.
You're a red guy.
I like the red ones.
I like
the red ones
pink.
are good.
I like the pink ones.
The pink ones are good too. They are. The pink ones are good.
How do you feel about like the tropical Starburst?
It's been a minute. Like I'm not a big. When I have snacks nowadays, it's mostly savory.
Yep.
Same. Or more like salty sort of snacks over sweet snacks. I don't do that much anymore.
Yep.
So honestly, the last time I had Starburst was probably. Unless like the last time I bought Starburst to have as like a snack was probably like more than 5 years ago. Like, so maybe I've had one in the interim, but like I'm reaching back for some of these because I don't like, so it's hard. I'm not sure. Yeah. I remember just liking the original ones a lot. And I think I feel like there were some sour flavors that I liked because I do like sour stuff.
Yep.
Generally.
Yep.
But it's hard for me to place it.
Okay. Well, what about the M&M?
Just the straight up.
We're talking just
old faithful M&M.
Yep. Don't break my heart here.
I mean, it's not going to be like C. I mean, there's very few of these that are like butt tier for me in terms of that. Like, I don't know if I have that many real super hot takes on a lot of these. Like
I do.
Like these things are good for a reason. Like people want these things for reasons. Like companies take time to make sure they will be at least somewhat satisfying. That's the whole market for these, right?
Sure.
Like they're fine. I don't know. Like I prefer like I said I'm not that big on like nuts as a snack, but I would much rather have like a peanut M&M.
Oh boy.
Over regular M&Ms.
Let's take the M&M as a general category then, because we're also doing that with Skittles. We're also doing that with Starburst as the general overall category, because I agree. The
peanut M&Ms are bumping it up. They might get it to I was thinking B for regular M&Ms. I think they're fine. Like I'm not that big on them. I'm also not that big on milk chocolate, which is going to come up later. And that's what's in them. Yep. So like for me, it's probably a B. The peanut M&M, you're probably getting it up to like an A, low A territory for me.
And then you get the peanut butter or the pretzel.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the pretzel, I don't know. I don't know if I've actually had those. But the peanut butter ones, I mean, now we're talking. But I would just get Reese's Pieces probably then.
Yeah, but then Reese's Pieces, you don't get the chocolate. You get the chocolate flavor, but it's not technically chocolate.
Yeah, that's fine. I like the Reese's Pieces. If I want peanut butter, I'm just going to get the Reese's Pieces ones over the M&M with peanut butter.
Okay.
I'm the variants, probably A.
I'm gonna throw it A. I would go S on M&M, and here's why. When my wife and I got married, I'm a big peanut M&M guy. She's a big peanut butter M&M gal. When we got married, you know how they do some people do like the pouring of sand and, you know, 2 separate bottles of sand into one, and it signifies you're becoming one, or some people do like rocks something, whatever. Our wedding planner, who was a friend of ours, was like, well, what do you two like? And we were like, we really like M&Ms because it's an S tier for us. And so we had little carafes. I had a little carafe of peanut butter or peanut, and she had peanut butter. And we walked. We took communion, and then, right before we took communion, we went and poured our carafes of our M&Ms into a bigger one, signifying we were. And then everybody got a little vial of M&Ms for party favors.
That's nice. The sand thing sounds kind of lame. I'm sorry if anyone has seen this and they did that in their wedding, and you did that in your wedding, and it was a nice moment. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna cut that for socials.
But as the M&M thing, because that's specific to you, that's cool, and I'm into. And then it's a gift you can give to people as well. That's nice. I like that idea. There's enough like coming together metaphors and like biblical stuff that you don't really. I don't know if you need a visual representation of it with like sand or rocks or something. Again, if you did that in your wedding, that's great. But that's
why M&M itself would be.
So you have an attachment. I mean, I'm not. If you want to put it in S as the attachment, I'm not mad about it. That's fine. M&Ms are good, and if we're counting all of them, then like the peanut butter and the peanut M&Ms are S tier for me.
What about jerky then? The family of jerky: deer jerky, jerky, chicken jerky, beef jerky, pork jerky. No,
see, not my thing. I'm not a big jerky person. Like, I've had it and it's good. It's just never. It's rarely ever something I want, because like if I'm hungry, it's just always so salty that like I just don't find it that enjoyable to have. Like, it's fine when I eat it, but like then it's like, oh well, now I have to get it, like, and then I have to get a drink because now I'm just thirsty, and like I just don't. And it's like usually the amount of sodium in it is like, and like you know, I try not to be a sort of nutritional label, like, you know, to stress out about everything, but when you see it, you're like, oh geez.
I've got 2 hot takes in a row.
Okay.
So number 1, jerky is a butt tier snack. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. And I am a health guy. Like I'm a health conscious guy. I'm a fitness and nutrition guy. And so you would think, oh, the fitness and nutrition guy should like jerky. But I'm here to tell you, jerky, it never satisfies. It never like does anything for any sort of taste. It's always just, you're right, salt or smoke or jalapeno or whatever. It just all feels artificial. Even the stuff I've made at home just all feels very artificial. It feels like I'm getting cancer every time I eat it. And I think if you it's almost like if you don't chew it up or you get the little pieces of jerky, it like feels like it cuts your throat. It's like a tortilla chip on the way down that you didn't chew.
It's to eat enough of that to actually be full from jerky, I feel like I would just like, my blood pressure wouldn't even be able to be calculated. It would be so high. And whether it would be or not, like sometimes I'm overly aware of like what I'm eating in terms of like, I really shouldn't, like to the point where it doesn't really let me enjoy it. And I feel like jerky is one of those things where like, I never reach for it as a snack. I understand where it could be practical in the sense of like, maybe you make it for if you're traveling, or if you're big on outdoors and you go for long stretches and you need something that's sort of dried, that's not going to go bad and stuff like that. Like, I understand why historically jerky was a thing and why someone still might need it, but that's very niche and not my day-to-day life. So I think I'm good on that.
So the second hot take then is, for people that are traveling and doing all that stuff, trail mix is an A. It is an A tier snack food. Trail mix, I understand, is primarily made of nuts, although that is just one form of trail mix. Trail mix is so diverse. You can have the flaming hot, you can have the jalapeno, you can have the sweet one, you can have the one with the little yogurt balls in it. You can put dark chocolate, you can put M&Ms, you can put chocolate chips, you can put raisins, you can put fruit in there. You can put all sorts of stuff into trail mix. Trail mix to me feels like
dried stuff. Yeah,
it's like the pizza. Like I have never, like, you can put a million different things on pizza. There's a base. Obviously, pizza is always typically the same base. Trail mix is typically the same base. You've got almonds or peanuts or cashews or whatever, but then you just throw whatever you want in there. And that's why for me, it's A. Your thoughts, Templar?
Yeah, the flexibility of it, as you said, I think is quite good. Generally, I would say I'm not huge on trail mix, but if we're allowing for the flexibility, there is some trail mix that I would really like. And there's some with some of the crunchier stuff in it, or the like, I feel like I'm lumping trail mix in with kind of that sort of snack mix stuff that has like some of those like crunchier bits that are not great.
We have that up here in the Gardetto's one.
Oh, we have that separate. Okay. Yep. Well, so if we're just talking trail mix, yeah, I'm fine with A because I think there's versions of it that I think I would have an A.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
Very calorie dense, so maybe not always something that I would want, but that's not really, I guess, our primary concern here when we're talking about snack foods.
No. Especially when we get to some of these other chocolate ones up here.
No.
What about the kettle chip then?
S.
Same. Yes.
Kettle chips are the best chips. Like, I mean, we'll get to like Doritos and stuff, and I love Doritos, and I love some of these other ones, but like I don't buy them that often, but I love salt and vinegar and like Miss Vicky's sea salt and vinegar chips or something. Just that crunch and that, oh man.
Yes. And they're thick. Oh, and they're
great. There's feels like there's something to them. They're not like the paper thin Lays. I mean, we'll get to Lays, but like it feels more substantial. And even though like it's not great because I'll just eat the whole bag in a sitting, man, there's a reason I'm gonna eat that whole bag in that sitting because those things are good.
Yep. All right, now we're going to get into some of the more, not obscure ones, but these are going to get a little name brandy, and so just go with us here. First off, the Welch's fruit snacks. So like the snack pack little ones. How familiar are you with the Welch's fruit snacks?
Are those the ones? I remember there was always ones, were they the Gushers and that they had a filling?
No, so Gushers are not represented on here. Gushers are their own thing. Those are gross.
Those are S tier.
Really? Gushers are S tier?
I was a big fan. I was a really big fan of those. The regular fruit. I mean, I said I like gummy stuff.
Yeah.
So probably like A for me. I'm a big fan of gummy things, and those fruit stacked ones are good. I mean, they're borderline S for me.
Really?
But I don't want to put half of these in S. Yeah, they're really good. I'm a big fan of the fruit snacks stuff. I like gummy snacks. So
okay. I'm okay with A. We would buy these in bulk at Costco, and our kids would eat. You know, this is what my wife had in her purse when our kids were growing up. Were just packages of these, and so I have fond memories of.
Sure, you needed something for the kids, and you just had it. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, speaking of filling, the combo, and I think combos are probably the most middle of the road snack there is, in my opinion.
See, I'm not actually sure if I know what a combo is.
It's the pretzel with cheese in the middle, or the pretzel with like peanut, or some of them have peanut butter, some of them have like pizza.
Oh,
it's the wrapped, like it's a circle with like filling in the middle of it, and that's why I say it's the most middle of the road. Like I think they're kind of gross, but also they get the job done.
I'm not that familiar. I'm sure I have had them.
We can leave it at the bottom.
Combos. I don't know if combos are less of a. I don't want to say that they're less of a thing in Canada because maybe they're not. But like, I don't feel like I had them much, but I do think I know what you're talking about. I'll leave it up to you. So if you think they're like a C or butt, I'm not going to argue with you about it. I feel like I probably have had them, but my exposure has been limited enough that I can't really weigh in too much.
Okay, I'm going to put them in a C tier then. That's perfectly fine. What about the Lifesavers hard candy? These are the regular like Lifesavers from the dentist, or like this. Sure. This is a Lifesaver.
I like this kind of stuff, even though it's not gummy. But I do like to chew on stuff, and then so like breaking them is not always the most satisfying. Although at various times I've done it. It's like a C or maybe like a low B. It's fine. The flavors are usually pretty good. But I don't love those kind of hard candies like that because usually I do want to chew on things and then it just ends up breaking and it's not that satisfying. It can end up just like being somewhat unpleasant. So yeah, not really my thing.
And some of the flavors, I feel like Lifesavers to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, gummy flavors taste less. I know they're not. They taste less chemically than hard candies do. And I don't know why that is. I don't know what. Maybe it's because when you're chewing, you're like, there's a process happening with salivate. I don't know what it is, but it just, lifesavers always feel like they have just chemicals, which they do.
Sure.
What about the good old Jelly Belly?
Oh, jelly beans. I'm
Yeah.
not big on jelly beans. Despite my love for like soft, chewable things that I've already mentioned, I'm not that big on jelly beans. I find a lot of times of that kind of gritty texture to them almost. Like the shell isn't great. Like I've had them and enjoyed them. They're kind of butt tier maybe for me.
They are
Like
kind of butt tier.
they're not that enjoyable. The shell on them, which will be a little hard, sometimes ends up being really gritty, and even the filling will sometimes not always be that great. Now, maybe I don't know, whatever. We don't need to talk a ton about all of them. To me, it's probably butt. I don't love them.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about the actual Jelly Belly that people freak out is that they do like popcorn flavor or puke flavor or like cookies and
they became
lemon.
Sort of a novelty.
Yeah, but on the whole, the jelly bean concept is disgusting. It is like
I'm not a big fan of it.
The inside just feels like
pick a lane. Pick a texture lane.
Figure it out. We're on to Skittles, and I hope this is not a hot take when I say Skittles is an A tier.
I like Skittles a lot, even though, I mean, I just said pick a texture, although Skittles are a little bit similar in that they're like harder on the outside and then softer on the inside. It's different than a jelly bean. It is. It is way
but like
different. It's not, to look at it, it doesn't seem that different. But anyway, I like Skittles a lot. Skittles would probably be borderline S for me.
Okay.
I'm happy with A, but I really enjoy Skittles. They're great.
You know what? I'm fine hucking it into the A S tier.
Well, we can see what ends up in S, and we can always reevaluate it. But
let's do that.
Like, I like Skittles as a low S tier. I think they're really good. I don't always want them, and like I said, now I tend to go for more salty, over sweet, and Skittles are super sweet. So
Same.
Like now maybe less so, but I feel like I've always been a big fan.
Yep. What about the Nutter Butter? I have no real feelings, positive or negative, about a Nutter Butter.
I'm a big peanut butter guy, so even though I think my exposure to these is also not that much, I have definitely had them. Pretty good. I mean, probably B. I don't know if I could get it to an A because I just don't think I've had them enough, and I don't know if I ever really sought them out. But I'm a big peanut butter guy, and they're a good peanut butter snack. So I think for me it has to be at least out of a B, solid B. Yeah, sure.
Like I said, I have no positive or negative feels. I think B is like the perfect, neither positive nor negative. It's there, and I will enjoy it if it's there.
It's solid.
The Twinkie, this is hopefully not a hot take, is a butt tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say C, but I'm not mad at putting it in butt tier. That's fine. I'm not a big fan of Twinkies.
No,
they're fine.
No, I don't.
I always remember the joke in Die Hard where it's like, it sounds like he's dying over the radio, and he's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "I'm scarfing down 1,000-year-old Twinkie or whatever," and then the Al Powell just goes through all the ingredients of the Twinkie because he was out buying them for his wife.
Yep.
Shout out Die Hard, but not a big fan of Twinkies.
No, the Twinkie, I don't like filled things. I think that's why I like the combo. I don't really like I don't like custard or cream inside of things. It's gross to me.
Oh really? Boston cream donut is like an S tier donut for me. So
that is a butt tier for me. Yeah. It's not a donut, it's a filled pastry. Donut has a hole in it. Just saying.
It's a good one.
The Swedish Fish. The Swedish Fish to me is like a wine gum to you. It is I will go for them. The only thing I do not like about the Swedish Fish is they tend to be a little more sticky, and they stick to my teeth a lot more than any other gummy. I don't know what that is. I don't know what constitutes that.
Again, I like gummy stuff a lot, so I'm big on Swedish Fish as well. So, A probably again for me. OB. I like again, man. If you give me like a gummy thing, like just a pack of gummy worms, I'm pretty happy with my life. So
I'm fine with A. A's fine. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Again, we can move it down if we end up with a lot of stuff there, but I like Swedish Fish.
Okay, I'm good with that. The age-old Cracker Jack is, I think there's a lot of nostalgia there. I never was the big Cracker Jack at the ballpark type of guy. I remember Cracker Jacks coming out of, we would get done with hockey games and they would have little boxes of Cracker Jacks as like a post-game snack for us. They were always fine. Like I'm not real big on the whole Cracker Jack thing. Like I could never identify what I was actually eating when I was eating it. I knew some of it was popcorn and then like pralines, maybe? I don't know.
I've definitely had Cracker Jacks, but to be honest, like thinking of it, I don't actually know what a Cracker Jack even is. So like I don't have any attachment and I'm not a big baseball guy. So
I'm going to throw it in C tier.
Yeah, it's fine. Hot take, I'm not a big fan of Pop-Tarts. So I don't know where you're at with Pop-Tarts, and I get that there's a lot of variety and like the chocolatey kind of ones I was more of a fan of. The fruit ones less so. The Pop-Tarts are like a high C, low B.
I would agree with the high C. The only redeemable Pop-Tart in my eyes is the Frosted S'mores one, and even then you can only have one of those before it's way too much chocolate.
Even one, even when I ate sweet things more, I remember feeling like those were kind of overly, like it was too much. And it was the s'more ones. Like that's what I was thinking of when I said like the chocolate ones.
Yeah.
So we're on the same page. But like the other ones, I've never been a big fan of stuff like that. I know they're convenient. Well, we can't break down each one. But I'd much rather just have the waffles, like the
yes.
Why am I'm blanking on the brand name now of the like just the waffles you would just put in the toaster oven,
like
and
Eggos,
then just Eggo waffles. I would always just rather have those than a Pop-Tart any day of the week.
Same. I think Sour Patch is an S, easy.
I love Sour Patch again. Gummy stuff, and
sour.
They're kind of gummy and sour, and I like both of those things. So easy S for me.
That's an easy. We used to, when my mom would drop us off we'd go to the movies when I was like 14, 15. We'd go with a couple of hockey buddies. We'd get a big old bag of Sour Patch Kids and sneak them in.
So good.
And then we would sit in the back of the theater and put them in our mouths and then throw them at the screen. Just trying to get them all the way up there. It's a long throw. I don't know if you know how long of a throw that is. What about nerds? How do you feel about nerds?
Not a big fan. What do you do with nerds? Like you just have to chew on them and they're just kind of like, I don't.
Sometimes you inhale them.
Yeah, like I don't understand. Like when I was young, I liked them. When I was like really young, I remember kind of thinking nerds, I guess, were fun or something. I don't know. But like C, like I'm not a big fan of nerds.
I'm good with C. If you chew them and then inhale too much, you will get the nerd dust down there, and that feels unhealthy. It feels very unhealthy.
Yeah, it's not great. I'm not into it.
No. The Mike and Ike is a butt tier for me. I don't know how you feel. The Mike and Ike is just a longer jelly bean.
Yeah, not a fan. Again, I like gummy stuff, but I don't like those. Those have never been I've had ones that were okay. Some of the flavors are fine, but I'd rather have almost any other gummy-ish sort of thing than those. Yeah.
It's like that. It's like a hot dog gummy or a hot dog jelly bean. That's what it is. It's just longer. It's just more surface area to make me angry.
Hot dog jelly beans. That's so unappealing.
Doesn't it?
Then they are, so fair enough.
All right, the rainbow cookie then. The rainbow M&M cookie. I'm a big fan of these, dude. First of all, I like cookies and donuts are my kryptonite. I opt more for, as I've gotten older, more for savory, so more for like popcorn or stuff like that. Like, but cookies and donuts are my kryptonite. Specifically, later on we're going to talk about the Chewy Chips Ahoy, which are like I would sell my nose for some of those. I'm a big fan of the rainbow, like the bite-sized rainbow cookies, even the bigger ones, even the ones you get at like, well, you don't have 4th of July up there, but stuff like that. These are like A tier for me.
They're A, yeah. Like, I mean, again, it's sort of on their own. I like them, but you kind of need it with milk, or maybe now would be like with coffee or something for me. Ooh. Like they're good on their own, just like the regular Chips Ahoy, like not the soft ones. Like they're good. And I'm definitely not going to complain eating one. Yeah. But you really kind of want the milk or coffee or something to go along with it. Mm-hmm. So A is good. I think with milk, there might be an S, borderline S tier. Ooh. So, maybe there's a conversation there. But again, I think we're being a little more selective with our S tier. So I think it's fine. I think A is fine.
Yeah. The Twizzler is a run-of-the-mill B for me. I don't like licorice. I like the taste of licorice, like black licorice.
I don't like black licorice. I can't do it.
I like it in my
red.
I like black licorice tea. So like licorice root tea, I'm a big fan of.
Sure, big Sambuca guy. Yeah, I can't do that. I forget what that flavor is called. It's black licorice, but there's I forget what that flavor.
Asinine?
Yeah.
No, what is the licorice flavor? Primary licorice, fennel, anise. That's what it is.
And yeah, that anise or anise, that flavor, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Red licorice, which I don't actually know what's even in that because I guess there's not licorice in it. I like, but it's fine. Yeah, it's not that enjoyable, but whatever.
No, there's a lot of there's a surprising amount of calories in one of these. Like one little package of Twizzlers has like almost 300 calories. It's like, this is ridiculous. For what?
Yeah, not worth it.
No, not worth it. What about the Jolly Rancher? Again, not worth it to me.
Yeah, again, I'm not big on hard candy stuff. Not as big on it. And Jolly Ranchers, C, yeah, C. I was gonna say C or B, so I'm fine with C for Jolly Ranchers. I do like the flavors, but again, I'm just not as big on hard candy.
Yeah, same. Again, it feels
I like
more...
the green Jolly Ranchers, like the sour apple. I think ones like they were pretty good.
Those aren't bad.
But I can't. That's fine. I'm not. They were never my thing.
Yeah, let's leave the chemicals there. What about a fruit roll-up?
I liked them. I enjoyed them a lot. I mean, it's been a long time since I had a fruit roll-up.
Yeah,
so.
Dude.
But probably A for me. I really liked them. Again, like gummy. I like the fruit flavor stuff. I always enjoyed those.
Yeah, I'm good with an A. My only thing, I loved a grape fruit roll-up and the watermelon fruit roll-up. I did not like when they stuck to the plastic. That was an issue for me. Yeah.
Not great.
Speaking of sticking to the plastic, what about an Airhead?
Forget what Airheads are, to be honest. So
it's essentially Airhead and Taffy are the same thing. Airhead is just a smaller version of the Taffy.
Oh yeah, that really sticky stuff I'm less a fan of.
Same.
So probably like a C for me. I don't think that's really my thing.
No, the only time an Airhead was good is, I don't know if you remember, it looked like a tongue. And what we would do in middle school is we'd get them, and then if you put your finger on one and then shake it as hard as you can for like 2 or 3 minutes, it all goes down into this like pillow, this like pocket at the bottom of the package, and then you just open it and eat it like a big thing, because otherwise it was just a pain in the butt. So there's that. I think Taffy itself is a butt tier. I think Taffy is one of the grossest things ever created, and I don't understand it.
I don't know if I would go that far, but I agree that it's not very good. I agree.
What about a Whopper? I cannot stand a malted milk ball, but you might like them.
They're okay. They're not really my thing. Like B, C, like they're fine. They're not like butt tier. They're not terrible. I would have them and enjoy them enough, but there are a lot of other things I'd rather have. I'm
fine with B there. I am also fine with B for Baby Ruth. Personally, I don't mind a Baby Ruth.
I've had them. It's been a long time. Candy bars were never as much my thing. But yeah, B, it's fine. I'm sure I've had it.
The Tootsie Roll is a butt tier for me.
Yeah, not great. I liked them more when I was younger, but the too chewy and stick to your teeth, and like just not a big fan.
And they always taste like cardboard.
I didn't mind the flavor if they were like new. I would be okay with it, but like I can get chocolate flavor other places and enjoy it more. I don't need to get it from Tootsie Roll.
True, very true. We're gonna leave the M&Ms out. I forgot that I had added the peanut M&M here, so we already did M&Ms as a category.
Yeah, we did the combined.
What about a Fifth Avenue? I don't remember a Fifth Avenue bar.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that out because that's something. Milk Duds for me are right in the Whopper category. Like there's something about them that I just never liked.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's fine, but not.
I'm gonna put that in C. Where are we at? Oh, the Rice Krispie treat. You know what? I'm partial to a good Rice Krispie treat, man. I really am.
Yeah.
Like that's a B. It's a B tier for me. It's definitely not C, and it's definitely not A.
It's borderline C for me. But I'm okay with B. I was gonna say B or C. I'm not a huge fan of them. my mom used to make them like homemade, and they were,
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed them. So I don't know how often I had them packaged like that,
Mm-hmm.
but they're good, and I like the texture of it. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's
and
not my favorite.
whenever you make the Rice Krispie treat with like Cocoa Krispies, that is a win right
Yeah,
there.
now we're talking. Right
Yeah.
now we're talking a little more. Yeah.
A Toblerone, I honestly cannot tell you the last time I had a Toblerone, and I could not pick it out of a lineup.
I could pick it out of a lineup because it's triangular.
Okay.
So it's actually very easily to identify.
Fair.
Although
Isn't Toblerone isn't it just like a Swiss Tootsie Roll though?
No, it's like a wafer inside, or it's like I don't know exactly what it is. It's like a chocolate covered, and then I don't actually know what it is on the inside, but it's not like a wafer. It's like a crunchy. There's something like mixed in with the chocolate. I forget. It's pretty good. I like Toblerone. Toblerone is one of the early shrinkflation things, though, that like when I was young, they used to have like you'd get the Toblerone bar, and it was like they would have all of these like peaks, and then you could like break it off, and then it started being like there'd be more gaps between the peaks, and then like so like they were giving you kind of less for the same, I feel like, and now it's probably just like nothing. I like Toblerone. I like the taste of Toblerone. It was always a Christmas thing for me. I would always get a Toblerone from like a family member, so I have some nostalgia for it.
That's cool.
I would always get these like giant like novelty size kind of one like for Christmas that I ate way too quickly probably, but so for me it's like I enjoyed it. I'm not as big on milk chocolate now as I used to be. So when I was young, it would probably have been like a high A. Now it's like a high B probably.
Okay.
I like Toblerone.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Like I said, I just looked at a picture of it, and I can't honestly remember the last time I had one of those. If I've ever had a Toblerone, I probably have, but it's been a hot.
I haven't had one in a while, but it was big for me when I was younger for sure.
The Kit Kat then. I'm a big Kit Kat guy. Big
like an A. I don't know. I can't get it to S, but I like Kit Kats a lot. They're very good. They're satisfying. I like the wafer crunch. Bounty is like, is this a hot take? Bounty's like an S for me.
I have never had a Bounty. I don't know what this is.
Oh, I love coconut stuff. It's like a coconut filled chocolate thing. I love that.
I'm out.
It's like two separate bars, or like two separate, and it's just like it's like a coconut, like soft coconut filling with like chocolate on it. I'm big on it.
I think coconut belongs nowhere near anything. I think coconut's like one of the worst flavors ever.
Oh, I like coconut stuff. I like coconut canned like chocolate, and that kind of chocolate and coconut is great. I'm a big fan. I love Bounties. It's great.
I'm gonna put it in A. We can debate it for S, but just because on your recommendation, I'll put it in A. But I'm under protest here.
Fair enough.
Might as well put an Almond Joy in there. What about a Milky Way? I like a Milky Way. I think it's probably the least of the candy bars, though.
Yeah, I can't even remember the last time I had one to even do it. So yeah, it's low. I'd get any of these other ones over that.
Why don't we put the Milky Way in a C, and then we put a Twix in S, and we call it a day?
Twix is good. I don't know if I'm an S with it. I'm probably more A territory for Twix, but
yeah.
But I enjoy Twix a lot. They're really good.
The Mars bar is probably a B as well. We're just flying through these now because these are all relatively similar until we get to the Hershey's. The Mars bar to me feels a little bit like Baby Ruth-ish.
I like Mars. I'm trying to differentiate in my mind the Mars and Snickers. I feel like I like Snickers more.
Same.
So probably Mars would be B, and then Snickers would be an A.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Snickers to me is I think a lot of people would put Snickers at an S tier, and I think that's just marketing talking.
They're good. I like a Three Musketeers bar. I don't know if you
now we're freaking
Three Musketeers talking. Which is not on this list, unfortunately. We didn't think of it. So Three Musketeers would be an S for me.
Agreed.
That's an S.
Agreed. Hardcore.
And Turkish Delight is an butt. So like fight me, anyone who wants to talk about that. I don't know why I connected those two things. Nope. I feel like I just remember seeing them on the shelf, like they'd be like next to each other. There'd be the
Turkish Delight, like, bro. Ugh, gross.
I forget what the actual packaging was, like what the actual brand was. I feel like it wasn't just called Turkish Delight. It had another
Turkish Delight chocolate.
It doesn't matter.
But Beaches. No, it's just called Turkish Delight by Cadbury.
Okay. Oh, by Cat. Okay, I guess it was. But yeah, Three Musketeers is S. That was always my favorite one. Like, at Halloween, that was always my favorite one
Same.
to get.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's the best one. Unfortunately, it's not on this list. I forgot to add it. And hot take, a Hershey's bar for me is like a C.
Yeah, I think I would go
Again,
with a C.
I'm
well.
not. If it was dark chocolate, it'd be an A. I like dark chocolate. I don't like milk chocolate that much anymore. And just a plain Hershey's bar is like fine. Like, I'm not.
Here. Late
Three
edition.
Musketeers. There we go. Three Musketeers. Three Musketeers is goated. I love that filling. That filling, like
it's
the
so
air.
light.
It's like that light, like aerated almost filling.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's also bars of like the Aero bars. Did you have those?
Yes,
Was that
bro.
a thing? Aero bars are good too. I don't know if they're an S, but they're also very good.
No, they're not. They wouldn't be an S. I think they'd be like a well, they'd be an A, like a middle of the road.
Maybe an A. And like they had a mint one. There was like the mint Aero bar, the mint chocolate. Oh.
The Reese's to me is probably
S.
Yes, absolutely.
I love Reese's. Like I said, I like Reese's Pieces. I like peanut butter stuff.
Yep.
Give me a Reese's peanut butter cup. Hook me up.
Yep.
It's so good.
I even like the Reese's in the turtle or the bunny or whatever they do.
Turtles are great. Oh man.
Those are so good. We're kind of through the candy bar section, and we're getting more into some of the sweet stuff, although it's going to be popcorn to me. This is just, I know this is pop secret, but this is an overall popcorn. Popcorn's S tier.
I mean, it's flexibility, right? It's kind of the same argument you used for trail mix, is that it's just like, because, I mean, I guess there are probably people who just don't like popcorn in general, so then you're not going to be a big fan of it regardless. And I'm mixed on popcorn on its own. But I mean, you can make popcorn S pretty easily. Yes. So like, I'm not mad about it. Popcorn is like a delivery vehicle, and the delivery vehicle is also good.
Yes. Yeah. My wife and I, we buy the big bags of popcorn, the Skinny Pop from Costco. And between the two of us, we'll down 2 of those bags a week. Easy.
Sure. They're great.
Yeah.
My wife loves those too. Yeah. I'm with it.
The Cheez-It then. Where do you land on just the Cheez-It family of Cheez-Its?
I don't want to put too many things in S, but it's an A tier for me. I like Cheez-Its a lot. I'm a fan.
See, I would fight for this to be S tier. Again, flexibility. Even just the original Cheez-It, I'm good with. But then
I'm not counting cracker stuff on what we put on it though. Like, if that's what you mean, like I'm not considering it for that, because like I get it. I guess it's similar to popcorn in that way. It's like a delivery vehicle.
A is fine. A is fine. It's not going to win but A is fine.
I like Cheez-Its a lot. They're really good.
Where are we? The kind of the peanut butter cracker. This is the cheddar ones. This is also just the regular cracker, but the peanut butter crackers.
Yeah, in like the lunch pack things where you would like spread it. Is that what we're talking?
No. These are the sandwich crackers.
Oh, just in a package on its own.
Yeah,
okay. I think I know what that is. I like B. I think like
I'd go with B.
I don't know if they're like goated, but
no, they always leave me wanting more. And the problem is you get 6 crackers and it's 250 calories, and you're like, man, that didn't feel like I ate 250 calories at all. What are we doing here? Now I know it's a snack food and it's supposed to be empty calories, but whatever. Here's a hot take. I don't like Krispy Kreme donuts.
I like them a lot. They're S tier for me.
In all of the donut tiers, I think we can do tiers of donuts later. The Krispy Kreme donut is probably a C, if not butt tier donut for me. It is
really.
It is strictly first of all, I'm not a big fan of yeast donuts. Like cake donuts are far superior than the yeast donut. And the Krispy Kreme thing is just, hey, look at all the sugar we put on this. And like,
I mean, to be fair, half of like 3/4 of this list is like, hey, look at all the fat or sugar or salt we put in or on this thing, and it's great, right? Like, I mean, what are we talking about, Chino?
I'm fine with this. If you're gonna lobby for it, I'm not fine with it being S tier, but I'm fine putting it in the A tier.
I'm not a donut aficionado as you seem to be, so like I don't know if I'm equipped for that conversation. So like it's a donut and it tastes good, and like it's soft, and when they're fresh they're bangers, and heated up they're pretty good too. So like for me, to me it has to be A. And I'm kind of using that as a stand-in for donuts in general.
I mean, if this
because
is
there aren't
donuts
any
in
other
general,
ones
this
that
is
split
like
it.
this is goat and we're done. Like if it's donuts in general, this is the donut is the greatest of all snacks. Period.
I don't really consider a donut a snack, so like I don't know. To me, it's like a dessert, which is sort of its own thing.
Sure.
But
Let's leave it.
and I don't like. We can put it. Let's just do it as Krispy Kreme then, and we'll just put it in A.
That's fine. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. The Fig Newton is a butt tier.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say C. I'm not mad about it being a butt tier though. I don't hate them. Like they're fine. I don't mind fig stuff, although like I certainly wouldn't reach for it.
No.
But yeah, it's not great compared to this other stuff. It's like old timey, like whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, the Chewy Chips Ahoy, and then the regular Chips Ahoy. S. It has
Chewy
to be
Chips
S.
Ahoy is S. Yeah, they're so good, man.
Yeah.
A soft chocolate chip cookie, whether it's that or whether it's homemade, like a friend of my pastor's wife, she used to make these like homemade chocolate chip cookies, and they were always soft. I don't know what she did. I was never able to emulate it, and man, they're good. Like, oh geez. It's just you can't beat it. Like,
No, you
it's
can't.
so good.
You can't.
It's so good. The soft chocolate chip cookie is so great.
Slightly warm. I'm not like straight out of the oven, but I'm talking just like a little warm, like just
a little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh.
Yep. So
what about the regular Chips Ahoy then? I would put that as A. It's
like
definitely
the same as the rainbow. It's like the same as the rainbow ones to me. I feel like it's in the same category.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't split it too much between them.
No.
Like to me, they're both in the same vein. Better with milk or like coffee or something, but also like pretty good on their own. Like I'm not having a bad time with it.
No,
because they're dry, but they're not like so dry that it's like unpleasant. It's just like I would like to dunk this in something. And speaking of which,
the Oreo, and I don't think it's an S tier, but I think it's the highest of A tiers before breaching the S tier.
I mean, hot take, Oreos on their own is like a B tier cookie.
Sure.
Like
agreed.
With milk, it's like, high A. And I understand. I know people love Oreos and the double stuff. And like for some people, the whole thing, it might be their goat. Like that's fine. It's not for me.
No, it's not. I
almost like Oreos more in things. Like I would like ice cream that has Oreo chunks in it or something almost more. And I get you're just putting two good things together, but I kind of like Oreos more in that space than I would just eating Oreos even with milk. Like I almost rather have Oreo as like a filling or like it's like mixed into something else that's good. Like that's more actually kind of where I want Oreos.
Yeah, I would agree. Have you tried any of do you get your Ninja yet?
No, it's being real slow. I don't even think it's shipped yet. I don't know if it's just because of I ordered it during Prime Day, whatever, and they're backed up or like whatever.
Just wait until you get that Ninja and you make that first cookies and cream ice cream. You put a real Oreo in there, buddy. Your mind's gonna explode. Okay, let's go to the Pringle then. This is moving into more into the salty. I'm not a big fan of Pringles on their own. However, I do like the ranch Pringle and the pizza Pringles and the sour cream and onion Pringles.
Yeah, I like Pringles a lot. Pringles are like S for me.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Fighting for it. I really like them. Yeah, it is somewhat flavor dependent. The pizza ones are really good. I'm with you. Like I like just like the barbecue are good too.
Forgot about that.
I used to be a bigger fan of sour cream and onion than I am now, but I'm not mad about it, but that used to be my favorite flavor and it's probably not now. But yeah, I really like Pringles. I don't know what it is about whether it's the packaging or whether it's that they're not actually potatoes, they're like wheat or whatever they're made out of.
And they're not greasy. Like I think that's it too, is that it's not as greasy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah. What about the Muddy Buddy then? Peanut butter and chocolate Muddy Buddy. Have you ever had the actual?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
We make this at Christmas. We can leave it off because we usually home make Muddy Buddies. It's Chex Mix with like powdered sugar and peanut. We make it with almond butter and chocolate. You mix it up in a big thing, and it's puppy chow is what we call it.
I don't like Chex Mix.
Okay.
But I've never had that.
That's fine.
So I don't know.
We'll leave it off this. This is more like a dessert thing at Christmas to me. So I'm going to leave it there. What about kind of the Gardettos thing? This is like that pub mix you were talking about with like the weird hard things in there that sometimes pop up that you don't really know what they are.
Parts of it I like. I like the little stick things that are in it. Those are probably my favorite part of it. That and like the pretzels.
Yeah.
But it has Chex Mix in there also usually, and I don't like Chex Mix. Like I just said, it's fine. Yeah, it's tough because like there are parts of it that are like A tier for me. But taking it as a whole with the other elements, some of it just like, I don't know if it's a Chex Mix or something else in there. It gives like a bad aftertaste in your mouth. It leaves like a weird taste in your mouth that I really don't like. So yeah, C.
Yep. And I think that's why they call it pub mix, because they used to serve it at pubs and then you'd have to wash it down with a beer. Like it would intentionally make you thirsty. And
it was just something salty to make you thirsty. Yeah.
Yep. Goldfish is an S tier for me. I don't know how you feel about it, but goldfish to me is like one of the ultimate snack foods out there.
I'm big on them. Great snack food. Sure. Yeah.
They're not greasy.
At the top of S for me, but like in S for sure. I'm not upset about that.
This is the Snyder's pretzel pieces, but we're just using this to represent all pretzels.
Just pretzels in general.
Yeah.
It's tough. Like, yeah, just the regular bagged pretzels. I like them. They're probably A tier for me. I like pretzels.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. You can get
enjoyable.
You can get crazy with a pretzel, but I think like just the standard pretzel is probably an A.
Yeah, I mean, you can get into like I've had like the yogurt. Like, was it the yogurt pretzels?
Yeah,
they're good. Or like the white chocolate or like dark chocolate, like coated. Like once you get into that kind of territory, they can be but just a regular pretzel on its own, solid, good. If someone's putting it out as like part of a snack platter of stuff, I'm not mad about it. And I'll definitely have some. So
we got about 5-ish minutes, so let's cruise through this. Chex Mix we're going to throw into C tier. That's what I heard.
Yeah, like I said, I don't like Chex Mix. So
what about Funyuns?
I don't like Funyuns. Like C or B or butt tier. Like I really don't like Funyuns that much.
I'm fine with butt tier. I just didn't know. I didn't want to rattle any cages, but I think Funyuns are very overrated.
I'm not big on Funyuns.
The standard Cheeto to me is probably like an A. Like the Flamin' Hot Cheeto is one of the best things that you will eat, but the rest of the Cheetos are kind of like
it's like the regular like puffy Cheeto. I don't like. It's like a B or a C for me.
Right.
The like hard Cheeto, like the compacted ones.
Yeah, that's these.
Yeah, those are like an A, borderline S. I really like those a lot.
Sure. Let's throw them an A. Let's throw them an A because I don't think they beat any of these ones.
The regular Cheetos though, or not?
No,
I'm not a big fan of regular
air puffed ones or whatever they're called. Blech. Yeah, they're crap. They're just air. It's styrofoam. It's packing peanuts. The Tostitos, the original, but this is just tortilla chips in general. This is hopefully not a hot take, but this again, if we're dipping, like this is S tier.
Yeah, it's all if like on their own, no. With like salsa or with like a cheese dip or with like a spinach and artichoke dip or something,
like a bean dip.
Ooh. Yeah, they're great.
Yeah,
beets.
Ooh, no, gross. Beets.
Is that what you said?
No, bean dip, not beet dip.
Oh, beet. Dip. Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't know, Chino.
And I think the same goes for a Frito. I think it's an S tier because you put it with. Typically, I do Fritos with we do walking tacos. Walking tacos is you take a bunch of Fritos and crush them up and do it with taco meat and stuff like that. It's delicious.
That's context dependent. Just eating a bag of Fritos is like C tier. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm not a big. They're fine. I'm not a big fan of Fritos. Maybe B. Like you're talking context. In that context, maybe I haven't had them like that. I've just had Fritos and they're fine, but like. We're coming up on a few things that I would much rather just have if I'm just going to eat a bag of something.
I agree. I completely agree. The Lay's Classic I would also put as B. It is the most vanilla.
B or C. It's fine. I'm not like, I don't like the Ruffles. I like more.
Yes.
We talked the kettle chips. I like a lot more.
Yes.
I'm not going to be mad about it, but I'm not going to be over the moon about them either.
This is the battle for the ages here. Nacho cheese and Cool Ranch Doritos, in my opinion. This is Godzilla and Mothra fighting in Japan.
Sure. Although neither of these are my favorite Dorito.
No,
flavor.
They're not.
Like Sweet Chili Heat was always my favorite.
The purple
was always my favorite. Yeah, the purple was always my favorite. They had was it jalapeno, the green one? I liked that one too. But the Sweet Chili Heat was always my favorite.
Yes.
Like I would eat those things until my mouth hurt, and I would just keep eating them, and I didn't care. It didn't matter.
Yes.
I'm more of a Cool Ranch guy.
Same.
I am.
Same.
I take the Cool Ranch over the nacho.
Same.
In fun fact, when I was in Iceland, they were branded as Cool American.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if that's still the case, but that's what they were.
That is awesome. Oh my gosh,
Cool
that is
American
the best.
flavor. Yeah, I'm more of a Cool Ranch, but Doritos are S regardless to me, basically. Like, I don't know. I'm sure there is some flavor of Dorito I would really not like that much, but Doritos in general, like if you give me the option of any chips, I want Doritos.
Same.
Like,
yeah.
Like if I'm just gonna sit down and eat a bag of chips, I want a bag of like sweet chili heat Doritos. That's what I want.
All right, we need to decide a GOAT.
It's tough because like for chips, Doritos are the GOAT for me. I like kettle chips, but Doritos are the GOAT. But Reese's peanut butter cups are also like in GOAT contention for me, and the soft Chips Ahoy are also GOAT contention for me. So like those are probably my 3: Doritos, Reese's peanut butter cups, and the soft Chips Ahoy. Maybe the Three Musketeers bar. Like those are like kind of the top ones for me. I don't know where you're at.
All right, here. I'm creating a list, like a line. How do you feel about this line? Cool Ranch, Reese's, Chewy Chips Ahoy, M&M, Three Musketeers. This is our top 5 right here. And then kettle chips.
Yeah, that's fine by me. Like I like that top 5.
Which would mean that by default, Doritos Cool Ranch is the GOAT.
Yeah, it depends. It's tough, right? Because these are very different things, like in very different types of snacks. Like when I'm gonna sit down and just eat some Reese's is different, like than just sitting and eating a bag of chips. So like it's hard to kind of compare them. So I'm just trying to think of which are the most would be the most satisfying. And for me, it's probably Doritos.
It has to be Doritos.
I think the Cool Ranch Doritos are probably just, I mean, for me it'd be sweet chili heat, but like Doritos would be the most satisfying because like I'm going to sit down, I'm going to get a whole bag. I'm going to regret it later and probably not feel great about myself. I'm going to enjoy every second eating those things. Like, I can tell you that. And like peanut butter cups are gone too quick. Like I like soft Chips Ahoy, but like, yeah, as a snack, like for me, a snack, just sitting down watching a movie or something. Mm-hmm. Give me those Doritos, man.
It's an all-purpose snack. It's a hard day outside working. I don't want to come in and eat chocolate. I would rather have some Doritos. No,
I'm never mad about that. Like you can have it with dinner if you want to have like you're doing something simple and it's like a burger and some beans or something and like some chips on the side.
Yep.
Give it to me. I don't want M&Ms on the side. I don't want like, maybe I'll have a cookie for dessert or something, but like give me those Doritos, man. They fit into so many categories and it's got to be the GOAT.
I don't disagree. The only other thing I would say is that maybe popcorn has the same context, but I think there are so many things in front of popcorn that are better.
Even the best of popcorn, I'm still taking Doritos. Like popcorn can be really great, and there are types of popcorn that I like a lot, but I still think we'd rather have Doritos.
Here's the thing that I think is fascinating too. It has to be a Dorito. Because have you ever had like knockoff Meyer Doritos or knockoff like
I'm sure I have, yeah.
Walmart, they're cool chips or whatever they're called, and they're in a blue bag, and you can tell it's not a Dorito. Like most of these you can't tell if it's not the name brand, but the Dorito you can definitely tell.
I've had the knockoff cookies, like maybe not the soft ones, but the knockoff of the regular Chips Ahoy, and they taste very similar. Like other than I've had some weird ones that have a real artificially flavor to them that's like strange, but you want Doritos. You don't want the knockoff.
No. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that was less debate on our GOAT than we had for our action stars, I think. We had more to get through, but you and I had no contention on deciding that the Dorito is the GOAT of all snack foods. I give it up. Give it up for the Dorito.
Amen. We did it.
Congratulations, Doritos. Congratulations to Frito-Lay for producing the best snack food there is. I will have a link to this image as well in the show, as the show notes, as well as a link to this tier list if you want to go and tell us how wrong we are. Spoiler, we're not wrong. We're right about everything. But if you decide that you want something gross, like that you think the Twizzler's better, cool. Throw it in the comments. Give us a link. Shoot us a link and let us know. I would love to flame you. Vote on how good your snack foods actually are. Templar, thanks so much for joining us from the wilds of Windsor as well. Hope you drive safely back home in your new truck. Hopefully the axles stay connected and the wheels stay moving forward. And
it's an 8-hour drive, so we're gonna find out.
It's just the cojones, dude. Just like, I've never met this truck before. Let's drive across the country. Let's go. Heck yeah.
That seems good.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you to all of you watching as well. Until next time, I'm Chino. That's Templar. We love you. We'll see you. Goodbye.
See y'all.